Craig Treadway, Vanessa Freeman, and meteorologist Stacey Ann Gooden weekday mornings. Live from PIX Plaza on 42nd Street. It's the PIX11 News at 5.
A major piece of New York City's history now off limits to visitors on the eve of Juneteenth. The African Burial Ground National Monument is just steps from ICE headquarters and is closed until further notice for what federal officials say are safety reasons. Now, the burial grounds closure is also raising some serious concerns. PIX11's Katie Corrado joins us now live from Lower Manhattan with the details on all of this. Katie.
Candace, the sacred grounds are behind me down on Duane Street, but this is as close as we can get because of all of the barricades around Federal Plaza. New York City tour guides are calling the closing troubling.
He said it's closed indefinitely, and that definitely concerned me.
Christina Stanton has been a New York City tour guide since 1995, and ever since she started, the African burial grounds in Lower Manhattan have been a go-to stop.
That's a starting point, a launching point to talk about slavery in the city. So if you're a tour guide, you pretty much can't speak about its history unless you talk about slavery.
The site is the oldest and largest excavated burial ground in North America for both free and enslaved Africans.
There's over 15,000 slaves that were buried there, and it was recently rediscovered in 1991.
But Stanton recently learned it was off limits while giving a tour to a group of middle schoolers from New Mexico.
It's just a wonderful way, a visual, to get kids their brains wrapped around what our history was. It's a way of storytelling.
According to the National Park Service, the sacred grounds are closed until further notice to, quote, ensure the protection of the monument resources and the safety of visitors. Its Juneteenth event moved indoors to the visitor center around the corner. The site is directly across the street from ICE's New York City headquarters, which remain under tight security.
It needs to remain open. It needs to be accessible because it is beautiful. It tells a very specific history that needs to be told now more than ever, and especially, again, leading up to Juneteenth. So it needs to reopen.
Stanton says she and her fellow guides will continue speaking about the burial grounds on tours, but that it's less impactful when you can't see it for yourself.
It's dishonoring. I think it's dishonoring. And it doesn't dignify this wonderful, wonderful memorial and the significance it has for not just the city, but for the country.
A Park Service ranger tells me that the NYPD and the Federal Protection Service are jointly responsible for deciding to close down the grounds. The NYPD referred us to the Federal Protective Service, which has not yet responded to our request for comment. Reporting live in Lower Manhattan, I'm Katie Corrado, PIX11 News.
Katie, thank you. A group of Nassau County legislators pushing for the Long